Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Morgan Wiebert, certified holistic counselor, yoga teacher, and meditation teacher. And today we're going to be doing a Hatha Vinyasa flow practice that supports us in anchoring to our center, to our stillness, and carrying that stillness with us as we move through our practice and through our day, so that we move through our life with grace. Let's get started. So I want us to start today actually on our back. So go ahead and shift yourself onto your back. And you can start with your knees bent, your feet planted, and I want you to rest both of your hands on your belly. And just allow the eyes to close and take a few deep breaths into your belly. On the inhale, feel the belly expand. And on the exhale, feel it draw inward. And use this simple breathing to begin to anchor your mind into that center of your being, the center of yourself. Feel that the inhales draw you into your spacious center of inner stillness. And the exhale anchors you to that even more. The inhale, the spacious center within you expands. And on the exhale, you anchor to that. Just take a few more breaths into your center. And then draw your knees up into your chest. And give your knees a little rock, right and left, or a little circle. And then we'll bring the palms out to the side, palms face down. Squeeze your knees together and draw your knees up a little bit away from the chest. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, feel the low back press into the floor and the knees squeeze together. On your next inhale, very slowly drop the knees to the left. Exhale, squeeze the knees, squeeze the belly, and draw the knees back to center. Inhale, slowly drop the knees to the right. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the thighs. Use this navel to draw your knees mindfully back to center. Go right and left a few more times, your own breath rate. Really anchoring to your navel center to initiate the movement right and left. So we can anchor to our physical center to find steadiness and grace as we move. And anchor to our energetic center to find steadiness and grace in our mind as we move. One more. And then coming back to your center from that navel. Bring your hands now behind your knee creases. And I want you to push your feet forward until your elbows lock. Once again, squeeze your knees in towards each other and feel your low back press to the floor. So you should feel the navel turn on and engage. Staying just as you are, or bring your hands now onto your thighs and push your thighs away, but resist by pushing your thighs back into your hands. Good. Breathe into your back. 2 more breaths. Feel your low back press firmly into the floor. 1 more big inhale. On the exhale, draw the knees out towards the armpits and take a big breath into the belly. Long exhale. We're going to do that one more time. Knees come together. Push your thighs away until your elbows lock. Then resist by pushing your thighs back into your hands. Feel your inner thighs squeeze in. Feel your low back push to the floor. Breathe into your back body. So often when we use our core muscles to anchor, we clench and hold our breath. But we want to be able to anchor and find spaciousness. Take one more breath into the back of the rib cage. And exhale, release. This time grab your feet or your ankles. Take a little happy baby pose and just rock right and left. Good, softening that back. And then we're going to bring the hands behind the knee creases again and rock up and down on the spine, stimulating the spine, the central axis. So today we're exploring awareness of our physical center as a way to help us get a little bit more into our mental center. Next time you come up, don't let your feet touch. Perfect. Do that again. Roll back, roll up. Catch yourself in the boat. So you have to use this core, this navel, in order to do that. Maybe you lift the chest a little higher. Perhaps you extend the legs. Perhaps you extend the arms. Perhaps you lift the sides of the mouth and the eyes. Even if this is challenging, one more big breath into the center of your being. And then exhale, release soles of the feet together, knees apart. And we're going to just lift the chest and push the knees down towards the earth. Take a nice tall butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Feel that active opening of your thighs. One more big breath. And then an exhale, round forward. Forehead comes towards the feet. Breathe into the back body. Breathe into the navel. Good. Inhale, draw your torso up. And you're going to plant your feet flat on the floor. Your knees are still wide. Interlace your hands like a little pistol grip. Reach the hands forward. We're going to lean forward. Now, notice my knees. I want you to squeeze your knees into your arms. And you should really feel your belly and your inner thighs turn on. Good. So here comes the fun part. We're going to lean back, come forward, squeeze the knees in, and stand all the way up. Come all the way back down. Let the knees separate. Let the bum sit down. Lean back. Come forward. Squeeze the knees in and lift. Now, the first time somebody showed this to me, I couldn't even do it. So if you're feeling that way, no problem. Maybe you find a block or you find something to bring under your bum. Give yourself a little lift. But the main thing you're doing is you're using this squeezing in of the knees and of the inner thighs to engage the belly and draw yourself all the way up. And one more time, coming all the way down. Beautiful. Come all the way up. And then pause with your hands straight up. If you used your block, set it back to the side. Spread the toes, lengthen the spine. Take a big inhale and then exhale, lean to your right. Ground your left heel firmly to the earth. Take a big breath into that left side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean to the other side, grounding your right heel, breathing up and open into that right side body. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Keep the arms as they are. You're going to steady your gaze off the tip of the nose, about an arm's length off your nose. This is called Drishti gaze point. And lift up onto your toes. Feel a sense of your inner thighs hugging in, and you'll feel how that lifts up and into your navel, so into that physical core center to help you balance. And keeping the eye gaze steady, is also going to help you balance drishti. One more big breath here. And on the exhale, let the heels drop, hands come to the heart, moving through our sun salutations. First round slowly. Inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath. Long exhale, bow all the way forward. Inhale, come to your fingertips, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, drop your knee to the earth. Sweeping the arms up, interlace the hands like a pistol grip again. Now on the exhale, hug your feet towards each other. Feel the belly lift, so re-anchor to your physical center. And then exhale, lean to the right. Take a few breaths there, letting the hip flexors, side waist open. Press into your back toes a little bit stronger. And then inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, fingertips to the floor, lift your back knee. Inhale, extend your right arm up to the sky. Find a twist. Now, once again, hug the feet together. Back knee super straight. And as you hug those thighs in towards the midline, the navel turns on and you anchor to your center. Perhaps you're so anchored to your center, you can just put 2 fingertips on the floor. Or maybe float the hand just off the floor. One more big breath here. Exhale, both hands to the earth. Look forward, reach your hands forward and lift your back leg. So ideally, let's just have fingertips on the mat. And I want you to lengthen out through the back leg as much as possible. Perhaps look under your belly and look at your toes. Make sure your toes point straight down. Then reach through the heart. Get a little bit longer. One more big in-breath. On the exhale, bend your right leg. Gracefully step your left toes to the earth. Plant the hands. Stepping your right foot back, find your plank. Holding our plank here, nice deep breaths, pushing the floor away. Breathing into the back body, feeling the navel draw in, anchor to that center. One more big inhale here. On the exhale, shoulders move slightly forward, knees drop, elbows squeeze to ribs, lower chest to floor. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades down the back, low cobra. Exhale, forehead to floor. Again, inhale, low cobra, float your arms, use your back muscles. Exhale, forehead to earth. One more inhale, low or full cobra, Urdhva Mukha. Use your belly now, navel draws in to draw you all the way back to your downward facing dog. Pause for a super deep inhale. And a long, clearing, grounding exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through, drop your back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, interlace hands. Lift the arms, lift side ribs, hug thighs together. Exhale, lean to the left. Take a few deep breaths here. Pressing into the feet, feeling the thighs hugging in towards each other. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, touch the earth. Lift the back knee. Inhale, extend left arm up to the sky. Ground your feet and hug them together. So a lot of times we have this tendency to just sort of collapse and sink. I want you to really lift and hug in. See how this left hip even pulls back. And then you're anchored to your center and you can play with floating that right hand just off the floor. Maybe just 1 fingertip or 2 fingertips. Beautiful. One more big breath here. And then exhale, fingers to the floor. Look forward, reach forward, lift that back leg. Holding here a few breaths, reach out through the right heel, lengthen through the heart. Feel the navel gently draw in, stay anchored to your center. That is what helps us move with grace, move with ease through our life, through our practice. Step your right foot down next to your left. Bow into your thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to your heart. We're going to flow through one breath each action now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Long exhale, bow all the way forward. Inhale to fingertips, half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, drop the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, just one breath. Exhale, touch the earth, lift the back knee. Left arm lifts, inhale, twist, just one breath. Exhale, touch the earth. Reach forward, lift the back leg, get long, big, deep inhale. And on the exhale, step the right foot back, plant the hands, step to plank, and we'll move through our chaturanga, high to low push-up. Navel in, exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a deep inhale. Grounding, anchoring, exhale. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Drop the knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, touch the earth, lift the knee. Inhale, right arm lifts, find your twist. Exhale, touch. Reach forward, lift the back leg, big inhale. Exhale, left foot steps forward, bow into your thighs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round either side. Inhale, sweep up. Long exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back. This time keep the knee off the floor. Inhale, rise to a high lunge. Exhale, touch the earth. Right arm lifts. Inhale, twist. Exhale, touch the earth. Reach forward, inhale, lift back leg. Exhale, step back, flow through your high to low push-up. Navel draws you all the way back. Pause for a deep breath into your spacious center. And a long anchoring exhale out. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Inhale to rise. Exhale, touch. Left arm lifts. Inhale, twist. Exhale, touch. Reach forward, inhale, lift. Exhale, bow into your thighs. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Anchor your mind to your center. One more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, rise. Moving slow and mindful. Exhale, touch. Finding our grace and our stillness from within. Inhale, open. Feeling everything flowing around that inner stillness. Reach forward. Expanding out from it. And returning back to it. Step back, chaturanga. Anchor anchoring through the navel. Pause for a deep inhale. Clearing exhale. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, touch. Right arm lifts, inhale. Exhale, touch. Reach forward, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Just close your eyes a moment. Breathe into your spacious, steady center. We access this center within us through presence. And as we breathe and move mindfully, we become more present. Let your eye gaze softly open. Bend your knees, touch the earth. Keep your knees bent, your hips low. Inhale, sweep the arms up to a chair. On the exhale, we're going to twist open to our right. And then lift your right heel. Take your gaze further back to the right, falling off the tip of the nose, a spot in space that will help you balance. And then when you feel ready, lift your right foot. So the drishti gaze point off the tip of the nose, helping us balance. Stay anchored. Good. Plant that foot, sweep the arms back to center. And then we'll exhale, twist the other way. Take the gaze with you off that left shoulder. Steady the gaze. Lift the left heel. When you feel ready, lift the left foot. Gently finding our balance. Staying with our breath and our mind anchored to our center. Planting the left foot, inhale, sweep the arms back to the sky. And then exhale, just bow all the way forward. Take an inhale, half lift. And on your exhale, a big step back. Inhale, rise up to your high lunge. And we're going to use the navel drawing in and the steady gaze point to support us to balance as we step forward and into the stork pose. So hands at the heart, eye gaze steady. Interlace hands around the shin, perhaps draw the knee a little higher. Holding the shin with the right hand, we're going to slowly open this left arm and find our balance. Use the gaze point we just established to stay balanced. If you feel like challenging yourself, you might grab the outside edge of your foot and find a twist. One more big breath here. Very slowly, guide yourself back to center, back to the stork pose. Bend your standing leg, extend the left leg behind you. Hands coming to the earth. Good. Take another inhale, lengthen through that back heel, lengthen forward with the heart. On your exhale, bend your both knees and draw your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, extend back out. Exhale, bend the knees and curl in. 2 more, your own breath rate. And feeling the sense of drawing yourself into your still center. And that everything really folds out of that, expands out of that. Next time you come out, pause here. Really work to straighten that back leg. Lengthen up through your heart. You might bend your standing leg a little bit. Play with floating your hands. Maybe hands come to prayer in front of the heart. Good. Just 3 more breaths, working your steadiness, your balance, your grace, and your presence. 1 more big breath here. Exhale, touch the earth. Let the back foot drop to the earth. Drop the knee. We might need to step this right foot a little further forward. And then let the front leg straighten. So we're doing a half Hanuman or a half splits. Take the heart up, and then we're going to walk the hands to the right. Spin those toes here to the right. So it's like scissoring the thighs a little bit more, and you should feel a bigger stretch through that outer right hip. And then let your head drop towards the floor. And just breathe. When we meet the resistance in our body or in our life, can we just breathe into our stillness within that has the capacity to simply watch the unfolding, watch the sensations rather than react to them. Let's walk our hands back to center. Bending that right knee, plant your hands. Step back, your choice to move through a chaturanga, or you might just ripple back to a downward facing dog. And take a few breaths here. Let's inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. And exhale, step the left foot all the way through, reaching the arms up to the sky. Good. So finding that good placement of your left foot nice and steady. And on your exhale, use your belly. Draw yourself up. Hands around the shin. Ground the standing leg heel. Breathe up and down the midline of your body. Lengthen through the crown of the head. As you feel centered, holding the shin or the outside of the foot with the left hand, and then opening the right arm open. Use that gaze point off the tip of the nose, the drishti, to help you stay centered. The gaze point helps it so that half of us is looking outward, at the same time half of us looking inward to our steady center. Slowly bring your gaze, your hands back forward, all the way up to the stork pose. And then bending standing leg, extend the right leg behind you. Hands come to the earth. Of course, if you have blocks, you can always use the blocks. Taking a few breaths here. As you feel ready, perhaps floating the hands to the heart. Keep extending strongly out your back leg and out the spine. And breathing into your center to find your steadiness. Your presence and your grace. One more big breath here. On the next exhale, touch the earth gracefully. Let the right foot come to the floor. Drop the knee. Take an inhale, lengthen the hips forward, big heart opening. And on the exhale, walk the hands back. You might need to move that left heel forward so that your hips are right over that back knee. Lift the heart up and then drop the toes to the left. Walk the hands to the left. Let your head bow and breathe. You might go further, you might lengthen the heart more if you want more of an opening. Just find the place that is releasing that outer hip that just did all the stabilizing and balancing. Good, and one more big breath. And then walk the hands back to center, bend the knee. Planting our hands and stepping all the way back. You can choose to flow through your chaturanga or just come to a down dog. And taking a few deeper breaths here. And when you feel ready, we're going to step the right shin forward and come into a pigeon pose. Now, if pigeon pose is not comfortable for you, you can bring a block under your hips. You can go onto your back and do keyhole pose or reclined pigeon. Or some of you might be more comfortable in deer pose, the knee all the way out to the side, and then bowing forward. So find the position where you get another nice stretch into that outer hip. And just breathe. You might bring your head even all the way to the floor. One of my teachers once challenged us by saying, what is stillness? How do we actually define stillness? It's something that's talked about so often in yoga and Buddhism and all these meditation and mindfulness practices, coming into our stillness. But what is stillness? Take a few more breaths here. And then we'll walk our hands all the way up. Simply lean into your right hip. Take whatever's underneath out. Swing that left leg all the way around. And we're going to take the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Lift your spine tall. Extend your right arm up. And then twist to the left. So option 1, just hug the knee. Option 2, elbow to the outside of the knee. Gazing over the left shoulder, deepening the breath. Coming back to center. And then this left shin's perfectly in front, and we can just unravel the legs and extend the right leg back or out to the side if you are doing deer pose, or roll back onto your back if you're doing reclined pigeon. And then just breathing into the hips. So he gave us a metaphor to work with. He said, if there's two people asleep or perfectly still in an airplane next to each other, are they still or not? And of course, relative to each other, there's no movement. Their body is perfectly still, but they're also flying through space hundreds of miles an hour because they're in the airplane. So relative to the earth, they're not still. And the point of his metaphor was for us to understand that stillness is describing a relationship between two or more things. The people in the airplane, between each other, there was stillness. Or in their body, there was stillness. But between the earth, there wasn't. Let's take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Slowly draw yourself all the way up. Swing that leg around. Find your twist. Get nice and tall. And then twist to the right. So the point is that when we are finding stillness, what we're really doing is finding a harmony between multiple aspects of ourself. When we're finding our inner stillness, we're inviting all aspects of ourself to be moving at the same time, at the same space or pace, in the same direction, just as the two people in the airplane. Slowly come all the way back to center. And we'll come onto our back, draw the knees up into the chest. Give them a little rock or a little sway. And then when you're ready to drop into a little spinal twist, dropping the knees to one side. So in our practice, when we focus on our actions and we coordinate our movement with our breath, we start to create a stillness between the mind, the body, the breath. We create a harmony, just like the people in the airplane. And this is what cultivates the feeling of stillness within us. And anything that really draws all aspects of ourself into presence supports that. And let's take the twist to the other side. So some people can really feel that when they do an activity they're really passionate about, surfing or painting or running or something that they're really focused on and into. We hear people talk about it like getting in the zone, because all of their attention, every part of them is moving in the same direction. The opposite of that is when one thought is going one direction, the other thought's going the other direction. We're trying to do a million things at once. Everything's scattered relative to each other. All the aspects of ourself are not at all still. And let's take one more big breath here. And then on the exhale, just come back into your center and we'll find our final resting pose, Savasana, which is so important because it just helps everything come together a little bit more deeply into stillness. Let the eyes close. Take one more big breath in. Long sigh out. And just rest in your stillness for a bit. So please feel free to stay in your stillness as long as feels good for you. When you feel ready to come out of your Savasana, do it mindfully, do it slowly, and carry that inner stillness with you as you move through your day. Thank you so much for coming to practice. Namaste.